There's a gravel road in Tennessee where my first chords came out of me. Mama's voice through a window fan, Daddy's boots a calloused tan. That old screen door slapped shut and wide like a rhythm we never had to hide. The porch light buzzed like a tired tune. We'd count stars under a harvest moon. That little town was slow and loud, and man, I've never felt more proud. Where the screen door still sings every time it swings, where the pine trees whisper sweeter things, where Sunday church and backyard games still sound like home when they say my name. I left that place, but it comes with me like a chord progression in G. No matter how far life might fling, I still hear home where the screen door sings. First kiss under that clothesline light, she said, "Don't forget this summer night." I said, "How could I ever lose the way your laugh walks in my shoes?" We broke apart but never broke. Her voice still rides on every note. The diner sign still flickers on. I pass it when I drive back home. Even if I don't pull in, it plays a jukebox deep within. Where the screen door still sings every time it swings, where the breeze brings back the simplest things, like Mama's chili, Grandpa's chair, a busted bike left out somewhere. The songs I write, the way I play, still smell like cedar and July clay. I've changed, but it still clings, that porch, that peace, where the screen door sings. Some places aren't places, they're people, essentials. Now I live with city lights, but I miss fireflies and quieter nights, when silence wasn't something strange. It was the space that love arranged. So I strum and hum and softly sway to a town that never fades away. Where the screen door still sings every time it swings, where the gravel hums beneath our springs, where goodbyes never fully land. They float like notes from a weathered band. I might be gone, I might roam far, but that screen door's still my northern star. I close my eyes and everything comes rushing back, where the screen door sings. It's funny what you never outgrow, that sound still brings me home. The floor is cold, the toast is burnt, but I still smile, guess that's a term the mirror's kind. My hair's a mess, but I don't mind. I'm feeling less of that old weight I used to wear, like boots too tight that cut the air. The dog came wagging like he knew that today held something new. A letter sits I still won't send, but maybe I won't need to mend. This morning feels like starting over, like dew on grass or sun on clover, like maybe peace ain't far away. It's just a seat with you outside, like songs unsung but still familiar, like quiet joy that starts to shimmer. I don't know what the day will cover, but this morning feels like starting over. The radio played an old refrain, but it didn't stir the usual pain. I hummed along with something new, a little hope I never knew. I made the bed, I swept the floor, I left the door half cracked and more. I brewed a pot, I didn't rush, let the silence be enough. You always said the soul takes time, now I see your point just fine. This morning feels like starting over, like finding truth beneath the clover, like I don't have to fix it all, just get up when I hear the call, like sun through blinds that never lied, like slow forgiveness from cover. This morning feels like starting over. Breathe in deep, count your grace. It's all still here, just changed its face. Just one line, be softer with this heart of mine. I poured 2 cups, though one seat's bare, still feels like someone's sitting there. And maybe I'll call Mom today, or finally give myself some say. Or maybe just I'll sit and stay and let the morning lead the way. This morning feels like starting over, like finding strength and moving slower, like all the noise can fade away, and all I need is here today. No fanfare, no fireworks sky, just open breath and reasons why. And I don't need luck or a 4-leaf clover, 'cause this morning, yeah, this morning feels like starting over. creak in the floor near the coffee pot, the way you tied your hair in a single knot, the chip mug with my name have gone, that whistle in your morning. I never thought they meant a thing, but now they hum like church bells ring. The porch swings swaying with no breeze, your slipper stuck behind the keys. I didn't see them as precious signs, but now they fill these quiet lines. All these little things I didn't know I'd miss, like your note saying back soon on a grocery list, like the way you'd sing the third line wrong and still say, baby, that's our song. I used to pass them by like air, but now they're the gold dust everywhere. Time's a thief, but it leaves all these little things I didn't know I'd miss. The way you'd hum when you folded clothes, how your left foot twitched when you dozed, the garden gloves on the back porch rail, your half-read book with a paper sail, the way you'd say it's fine, don't fuss, and make burnt toast taste like a plus. Even your silence when it came felt like music I can't name. Now it echoes down this hall like framed words hanging on a wall. All these little things I didn't know I'd miss, the way you'd giggle at a clumsy kiss, the sound of you in the other room just humming low like a distant tune. They seem so plain, so small, so still, but now they bend my heart at will. It ain't the grand, it's love like this. All these little things I didn't know I'd miss. It's not the firework moments, it's the quiet sparks. Now write your name on grocery notes and sing your wrong lines in quiet coats. I rock the chair you used to rock and watch the clock not tick or talk. You're everywhere but not in sight, and every morning, every night, all these little things I didn't know I'd miss, like the way your touch made time resist. Now they keep me warm, they hold me tight, they sing me through the longest night. You lost in this, all these little things I didn't know I'd miss. Yeah, I see you now in all the little things. I used to chase the early train, wore polished shoes through pouring rain, check my phone more than the sky. Thought if I stopped, I'd say goodbye to all the dreams I thought were mine. Turns out they just stole my time. Now I rise when the sun peeks in, let the coffee breathe before I begin. I walk barefoot through morning dew and read the news slow. If I do, slower now. Don't need the rush, don't need the how. The pace of peace, it fits me right, like a flannel shirt on a Friday night. No goal to chase, no fame to plow. I like my life a little slower now. My neighbor waves from her porch swing. We talk about the smallest things. Tomatoes arrived, the rain last week, the way the creek now starts to speak. And in that space I feel more seen than I ever did in business sheen. I cook from scratch, I hum off key, take time for silence and time for me. And when I hear that dinner bell, it's not a race, it's a rebel yell. Slower now. No need to prove, no need to wow. I find my joy in little bits, like sunset glow and fire pit sits. No hustle here, no furrowed brow. I like my life a little slower now. Write old friends instead of scroll. I stitch my heart, backstitch by soul. I hold her hand just 'cause it's warm, and sit through storms instead of stones. Now and then I miss the rush, but never more than I miss touch. So I breathe deep and plan again life that grows like steady rain. I like my life a little slower now, with every yes and every wow. In soft routines, in quiet grace, I found my home, I found my place. Let others race and chase somehow, but me, I'll keep it slower now. Yeah, slow's not lazy, slow's just living right. I used to drive by our old street, thinking maybe time would skip a beat. I kept your letters in a box, taped shut like truth behind a lock. I played that song you used to hum, hopped the bar just to feel numb. But love don't live in what ain't here, it ain't behind, it's in what's near. And I've worn holes in memory's shoes, now I'd rather chase today's blues. I'm done looking back that far, ain't no answers in a faded scar. You can't live inside a ghost or toast to dreams that love the most. I'm not bitter, I'm not cold, but some stories just get old, and I made peace with every star. I'm done looking back that far. Your photo's gone from my dash light, replaced it with the morning bright. I still recall the way you'd grin, but I don't wear it like my skin. I laugh more now, I eat slow meals, and let the porch swing spin the reels. The heart can hurt and still move on, it don't forget, it just grows strong. I'm not erasing all we had, just learning not to drag the sand. I'm done looking back that far, my rear view ain't where blessings are. I've got a road that wants my name, not one that still don't look the same. I held on long, I played my part, but now I lead with open heart. No more maps to memory's jar. I'm done looking back that far.
It's okay to carry love, but you don't have to carry weight.
So here's to now, to skies that bend, to strangers turning into friends. Morning walks and hands to hold, to stories new, not retold. I'll light a candle, not a flame, to keep the peace, not stoke the name. I'm done looking back that far. I've got new strings on my guitar. I'll sing in keys that don't regret, and plant my hope where sun won't set. There's love ahead and songs to write, no need to haunt the silent night. I still remember who you are, but I'm done looking back that far. I was a mess in a leather coat, coffee breath and half-broke notes. Didn't have much of a plan, just scars and calluses on my hands. I'd say I'm fine with a crooked grin. You'd nod but never press me in. You saw the rust, not just the chrome, and still you made that heart your home. I'd leave my dishes in the sink, write sad songs just to overthink. You never told me what to be, just poured your peace right into me. You never tried to fix me, didn't hand me some clean slate. You held me in my shadows, said you don't have to be great. You saw the bruises, let them breathe, and stayed for all the underneath. You didn't pull or push or sway. You stayed 'cause you saw me anyway. I used to walk like love was war, armor up just in case of more. But you just sat there in the grass, let the silence slowly pass. And when I flinched, you didn't flinch. When I folded, you didn't pinch. You said not everything needs glue, and somehow I just believed you. I'd lose myself on purpose some nights, pick a fight just to dim the lights. But you lit candles in your chest and whispered, you still deserve rest. You never tried to fix me, didn't draft a rescue plan. You let me show the worst I had, still held my trembling hands. to polish me. You found your gold in honesty. I never knew love could be this brave. You stayed and never tried to save. You didn't change the weather. You just brought an umbrella and said, I'll wait it out with you. Now when I sing, I don't just bleed. I share the song that you helped seed. I laugh more now, I flinch much less. I even clean up my own mess. But I'm not shiny, still got cracks, still lose my keys and hold things back. But you meet me where I fall and never ask me to stand tall. You remind me that love's not repair. It's sitting beside someone and just care. Not fixing what don't need to bend, but holding space until it mends. You never tried to fix me. You just stayed and let me be. You never said this is how it should go. You just followed me slow. And in that stillness I found grace. I found a home, I found a place where I'm not broken, not betrayed. You stayed and never tried to save. That's love, ain't it? Just showing up. There's dishes in the sink from last night's stew. My boots are dry, but still got mud from you. The song's half written on the counter pad, but I ain't in a rush, and that ain't bad. The sky's just gray enough to hug. The breeze outside smells faintly of mug. I'm sitting here with no big plan, just my 2 feet and calloused hand. No calls to make, no fires to fight, just this small, forgiving light. I don't feel lost, I don't feel grand, I'm just alive. And that's the stand. Nothing's wrong, and that's enough. No highs to chase, no call for tough, no storm to name, no past to scrub, just quiet coffee in my favorite mug. A window open, a world so still, a chestnut tied, a time to feel. No big news, no thunder bluff, just life, where nothing's wrong, and that's enough. but I don't mind. No bills, just a postcard I never signed. The dog lay snoring by the door, dreaming of woods we used to explore. There's a note you left from days ago, still smells like that perfume glow. It reads, don't rush, just be kind. And somehow it rewrites my mind. The TV hums a static blue, I mute it just to hear the view. I sip slow, let hours spill, and let the silence have its fill. And nothing's wrong, and that's enough. No finish line, no climbing tough, no broken hearts to reassemble, just warmth, and that's enough to tremble. No need for more, no spark, no shove, just air, just stillness, just quiet love. You'd be surprised what peace is made of when nothing's wrong, and that's enough. I used to think I needed more, now I just need mornings like this. I light a candle just because, not for mood, not for what was, just to say this moment matters too, even when it's not brand new. I hum a line with no real rhyme and let my heart fall back in time to a version of me that used to race, now walking slow with open grace. The clock ticks on but don't demand, and I wave back with open hand to everything I used to chase, and all the noise I now replace. Nothing's wrong, and that's enough. No need to label life as rough. No perfect scene, no movie frame, just peace without a hero's name. No great reveal, no script of blood, just this sweet air, and that's enough. And maybe love, the kind that stays, is built from quiet, ordinary days. If you ever ask me what I need, I'll say this: nothing more, nothing loud, just this. You never knocked too hard on my door, just leaned a shoulder, waited more. Didn't flood the space with noise, you brought quiet like a choice. When I broke down at 2 a.m., you didn't preach, you just came in. Sat on the floor, brought no fix, just your silence, just your mix. You didn't ask what made me cry, you didn't need a reason why. Just poured the tea, dimmed the light, stayed through the whole long night. You always showed up soft, no bang, no blaze, no lines I bought, just steady hands and knowing eyes, a calm that cut through every lie. Not here to save, not here to win, just standing by and leaning in. When I felt lost, when I felt off, you always showed up soft. You never told me how to heal, you just listened, that was real. Never quoted some old book, just held my hand and let me look at all the wreckage, all the ash. You never swept, you never dashed, just pulled the blanket to my chin and said we'll start again within. You hummed a song I never knew, but somehow it felt stitched and true. You didn't ask for pretty lines, just gave me grace in crooked times. You always showed up soft with no demands and no trade-off. You didn't knock down my defense, you waited out my consequence with eyes that said, I'm not afraid of broken things that life has made. No score to keep, no switch to loft, you always showed up soft. It takes guts to be gentle in a world that shouts. Now when I hold someone I love, I try to channel what you've done, not with fireworks or fancy grace, but with presence, holding space. 'Cause you taught me love ain't loud, it's not the spotlight, not the crowd, it's hands that catch without a boast, it's being there when it matters most. You always showed up soft when life went hard, when hope got lost. You didn't need to wear a cape, you just stayed and helped reshape what I thought love was meant to be. You changed it all so quietly, the loudest thing I ever caught was how you always showed up soft. Soft ain't weak, soft is brave. saw you first in that rust red dress. You laughed like a spark I never confessed. You passed me by like summer wind, left my pages blank but etched within. I sat 2 pews behind each wheel, knew every dimple, every cheek. You talked of dreams and headed west. I whispered, go under my breath. You never looked my way too long, but I watched you like a favorite song. Not to steal, not to claim, just to feel you just the same. I loved you like a ghost, never touched but haunted most. You lived your life, you kissed your names. I stayed behind, forgot my claims. I lit a candle in the dark and carried you inside my heart. You never knew and I never spoke. I just loved you like a ghost. I saw your wedding in the spring, your veil like snow, your smile a rain. I stood behind a tall oak tree, hid my heart so you'd stay free. I never wanted to disturb, just to echo in one kind word. I kept your laugh inside a jar and took it with me near and far. Sometimes I'd write a song or two with verses only meant for you. Never heard, but they were yours, etched in secret metaphor. I loved you like a ghost, never asked, never got close. I watched your life from shadowed frame, never once cursed your name. I cheered your wins with silent pride, held back tears I never cried. I never crossed the sacred post, I just loved you like a ghost. Years have passed and time has thinned. You've got gray where light had been. I saw your photo just last week. still smile with your whole cheek. I almost wrote, I almost called, but some things ain't meant at all. So I'll keep this love calm and deep, like water under roots that sleep. I loved you like a ghost, never claimed, never came close, but every mile I ever walked carried pieces of our talk. And when I go, if someone asks what love I had behind my mask, I'll smile soft, not brag or boast, just say I loved her like a ghost. Sometimes the truest kind of love is the one that never asked to stay.
You fold the towels the way I don't. You hum the songs you barely know. You pour my coffee with a wink, leave the dishes piled in the sink. And I don't mind, in fact I grin. It's how you let real life begin. You talk to dogs like they're old friends, and wave at neighbors through the fence. You never rush, you never press, but somehow still you clean the mess. You make the mundane holy, like porch swings in the morning slowly, like laundry hung with gospel grace, like grace notes in the empty space. It ain't grand, it ain't loud, but it wraps me like a linen shroud. All these things that don't seem holy, you make the mundane holy. You leave the lamp on when I'm late, keep leftovers warm on a chipped old plate. You remember birthdays I forget, leave me notes that I still haven't met, and I in turn refill your wine, put your coat on the hook just fine. We never went to Rome or Spain, but somehow love still filled our lane. We've seen the years wear down the gloss, but found more love in every loss. You make the mundane holy, like sweeping floors or holding slowly, like brushing teeth side by side, or whispering safe when storms collide. It's the sacred in the soup you made, it's in the way our old bones ache. No hallelujahs, nothing solely, but you You make the mundane holy. It's the Tuesdays that built this love, not the fireworks on Friday night. You cry at shows that I don't get, and hold your tongue when I lose a bet. You curl into me like a vow that says I'm here, not just for now. You laugh at jokes that don't quite land, and reach for me with wrinkled hands. We've missed some trains, forgot some things, but never stopped exchanging rings. Each morning's vow is just the same, to find the sacred in the plain. You make the mundane holy in all the ways you never show me. You don't preach, you don't parade, but every day my peace you've made. From peeling spuds to changing sheets, you built a temple round our beats. And I'm still learning slowly that you make the mundane holy. It's love when nothing shines, but everything glows. I was the wind, always drifting, always running, never lifting. Couldn't stay still, couldn't sleep long. Every road felt like a song. I had a suitcase full of doubt and a mouth that didn't know how to shout, till you walked in like gravity, with nothing but your eyes on me. You didn't pull, didn't chase, just stood still and gave me space. And in your calm I saw my storm, and somehow that made the cold feel warm. You were the weight that held me right when I was there, when I lost sight. You didn't tie me down with a rope, you anchored me with quiet hope. When I spun out, you stayed strong. You didn't say you're right or wrong, you just breathed deep and held me light. You were the weight that held me right. I made messes in the name of free, mistook running for destiny, but you just waited, porchlight on, didn't flinch when I was gone. And when I crawled back in regret, You met me where the broken met, with open arms and silent grace. No lectures, just your steady place. You weren't loud, you weren't grand, but damn, you were the clearest stand. Not a storm, not a scream, just a rock inside my dream. You were the weight that held me right when all I had was restless flight. You never asked for me to kneel, just loved me real, just help me feel. You caught my chaos like a breeze and held it without lock or keys. No change, no push, no fright. You were the weight that held me right. Some folks save you by changing you. You saved me by letting me stay me. Now when I stand with you, not out of need, but 'cause it's true. You showed me peace, don't mean the end. It just means you found a friend who don't get lost when you go dim, who rides the tide, who learns to swim. You were the moon that pulled my tide, and still the rock where I reside. You were the weight that held me right when I forgot how to hold tight. You gave me roots without a cage. You loved me through my hardest page. And when I die, if they ask why I ever found a way to fly, I'll point to you and whisper, slide. You were the weight that held me right. Sometimes love's not light, it's what keeps you from floating away.